Eddie Vedder. Hey, what's up, nerds?
Hello, everybody.
Good night.
Hey, yes, and I've got Nico with me, and I've got Agent H here with me, and we're here for Gfpf After Dark. I said H again, didn't I? For the love of God, I got too many Zachs in my life. No, actually, I don't have enough. If they were all like you guys, but anyway, welcome to Gfpf Live After Dark. This is our late night show, if you will. Unless you're on the West Coast, that's I don't know what late night is over there, but the West Coast is a mystery to me, guys. I gotta be honest with you, because like football starts over there like what 10 o'clock in the morning. Like what do you like? What do you eat at tailgates at the football stadium at 10 o'clock in the morning?
Hard-boiled eggs.
Hard-boiled eggs. No, they eat like fish and stuff over on the West Coast, don't they? I don't know. Something over there. You guys got to tell us. Probably really good tacos, actually.
Yeah, that's probably true.
It's going to be hard to beat it. Texas
tacos?
Tacos, yeah.
Chimichangas.
I want tacos. Anyway, so welcome to our show tonight. We're happy to be here for, what is this, like our third or fourth show? Fourth show?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Episode 5.
Fifth
show.
Man,
feels like it just started yesterday. So tonight we've got some fun stuff coming for you. We've got Agent K doing some news. We're going to talk about a little bit more of the, off the wall news, like, not so mainstream. And then also we're going to talk about a little bit of this day in nerd history. But also, in the meantime, we've got a really fun guest tonight. We're going to highlight our Gfpf star tonight. You guys know him as Stubbs. That's right. RJ Stubbs, Stubbs Toy Box. He's here with us tonight. And before
there's a lot of people with us tonight on the chat.
Yeah. We're going to give some shout outs here real quick to some people in the chat. What's up, Ben? Ben, you have been summoning us, and we are happy that we're here for you, buddy, and that you're here for us, more importantly.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Always nice to see you, Ben.
Yeah, man. Who else we got out there, Nico?
It's Rod Borden.
Oh man, Skullboy. What up, Rod? Good to see you, brother. Glad you're here, man. Thank you for supporting and being a part of it. Steve Morrow. What's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Glad you're here, man. Cool.
There's a secret Asian on the chat.
Yeah. Hey, Cowboy. Woo-woo.
Yeah, man. What's up, H? Hope
secret Asian man.
That's exactly right. Agent man. Singing like Eddie Vedder. Anyway, sorry.
We got Muzzcover.
Muzzcover, what's going on, man? Good to see you, buddy.
And Lost Signal over there.
Lost Signal, man. Love your work, buddy.
Yeah, thank you to everybody for being here. Awesome to see everyone in our chat.
Very, very happy to see you guys here. Hang out, see what we're up to tonight, and watch how we critique some photos tonight, and maybe you'll be interested in putting some photos in for critique too, because these guys are way meaner than I'm just kidding. Nobody's mean here. Everybody's good. Yes. Agent H is working on some secret uploads for tomorrow's H Files. That's right. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Same bat channel, different time, 7 p.m. Central. What is that? 8 Eastern?
8 Eastern, yes, sir.
I'm getting good at this, and it's 5 p.m. Pacific. Ooh, look at that. Got it. Nailed it. Anyway, tomorrow's the flagship show, the Gfpf Live. That's where all the boys get together, and we put together a well thought out show.
Yeah, we say tacos, we say chimichangas and caguamas and cantaritos, everything, the whole pack.
Exactly. So anyway, all right. Well, we've said hi to everybody. So, and it's good to see everybody here. Let's get into a little bit of news with Agent K.
Yeah.
That ain't the news he's looking for.
These
There you
news are that we're looking
All
for.
right, everybody.
Get it.
Well,
Get it.
welcome to some Zach Wise World. We're going to cover some news, action figures, and stuff that's in the community. On the late night show, it's a little bit different than how we do it on our flagship on Thursday. I like to cover some more of the niche or stuff that's not exactly in the news all the time, and things like they're getting out of like Walmart and Target and stuff like that. So things that are kind of have to go look for. We're gonna cover some stuff on 5K Toys and BBTS. So Big Bad Toy Store. So that's what the news is about. We're got some fun stuff to talk about. Some heavy hitters that are still people not. There's not enough light on these figures, so I'm kind of highlight them tonight. So first off, I saw these on BBTS. These are their so these are BBTS. I believe are going to be exclusives. These are the Soldiers of Fortune line. I wanted to highlight these because of their generic body bucks. They're generic suited guys, so we can use them for a bunch of different things. And one thing I thought was tricky and kind of funny, they're kind of taking a shot at G.I. Joe here. Speaking of main line, does this look like Cobra Commander to anybody else, or is that just me? So I
looks
felt
like a really cool version of Cobra Commander.
Yeah, I mean, so we're gonna go through these photos here. Really cool looking figures. I'm very interested in kind of like this, like I said, suited body bucks. We have some generics, and they got head swaps, hand swaps, nice accessories and stuff like that. So we're gonna go through these photos real quick. This is something I would immediately pick up. I like the generic body buck. You can use them for different things. You have suited bodies. You can come up with plenty of different details. These guys look like agents, like it's James Bond. We got this guy that could be a cool villain for your 6-inch figures. He's got cards in his hand. He's got a cigarette. I hope that cigarette is actually one of those. It's got to be an accessory that's coming with a figure. Case of money, which I don't feel like there's enough cases of money around, but really cool sculpts, awesome swaps and different variations of these characters. Like I said, it's giving off like the James Bond villain vibe, which for me, I'm a huge Bond head, so like I'm fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to get my hands on these. I like these types of characters that we can use for army builder or even just civilian type characters. I don't feel like there's enough in the toy world. I mean, there's other companies like Valaverse and even Soldiers of Fortune or the Monster Forces. Like they're starting to get into some more generic characters. G.I. Joe's doing the, they have the medic that they announced, the police officers and the firefighters. So like they're starting to get into more civilian type characters, which for me there's just not enough of. Especially doing photography, I think it's hard to find like background characters that make sense. Like you want to see Superman maybe saving some civilians or Batman, whatever it is. I think these look pretty cool. Man. Bartender, yeah. This is perfect for that right there. You got somebody in a nice suit, behind the counter. But yeah, I saw this and I'm like, yo, they're definitely trying to do Cobra Commander without doing Cobra Commander.
Maybe Snake Commander.
Snake Commander, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta get a creative name, right?
Again, plenty of like alternate heads and like this is cool. This reminds me of like the Matrix. If this was a suited like black suited body, which is we have, it reminds me of like the agents from the Matrix. So yeah, I thought this was worth highlighting. I wanted to
And this is Big Bad's line. This is another Big Bad line.
Yeah, this is I believe it's gonna be an exclusive. This is 1/12 scale. It's their Soldiers of Fortune line. So they got a ton of different lines. Like they have the Monster Force, they have this one. There's a couple exclusives. So if you are on Big Bad Toy Store or haven't even gone to their store, there's so much stuff.
One thing, if you watch the image on the top right section, it says that the weapons are designed by Grid Iron. So it's not a minor detail. Grid Iron, it's
Grid Iron's making the weapons. Yeah,
it's quality stuff.
Yeah, Gridiron makes really cool stuff. Did not to put you on the spot here, but have you seen a price on these yet?
So I have that highlight right here. So they're on pre-order right now on Big Bad Toy Store. Remember, these are a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, and if you're concerned about the word, the tariff word, This is the Big Bad Toy Store has been one of the companies that's trying to mitigate that as much as possible. So they're going for $37.99. Maybe I wish there was this would this tells you. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in this box.
Multiple heads, multiple weapons, lots of accessories. So yeah.
Over 20 points of articulation, highly detailed. They have 7 alternate pairs of hands, which is a lot. Alternate spy portrait, pistol, case, in the figure. So there's a lot to. Here you go. There's a lot to like in these figures, and to be honest, this price point at $38, $37.99. Is actually worth the money because
that doesn't even feel shocking anymore, man.
No,
that's kind of what the stuff costs.
I mean, if you look at like the G.I. Joe line, right, the Firefighter is going for about this price, and they have almost the same amount of accessories. So this is not out of the realm of price points right now. This is a very fair price. You're getting 2 action figures in the box here. You got 2 alternate head portraits and all these hands, so you have some variation. It almost be worth trying to buy 2 of these so you can have both characters. And then same thing with the blue body. You have the Cobra Commander type head.
Snake Commander. Please.
Snake Commander. Okay, all right, Snake Commander.
We don't want to be heated by copyright, so.
Well, let's see what they're calling him. The agent and the enemy. Okay, so and then this is the other figure. So again, you have tons of stuff. You even have muzzle flares that are going with the gun. And another thing I don't think is highlighted enough. I know G.I. Joe does this, but being able to take out the magazine, I think, is huge with these figures. It gives you more flexibility with posing and like just doing really cool things. I always like seeing figures reloading their weapon or in mid reload. I think it's a really cool action pose. So again, this would be another one you could buy 2 of, and then you'd have 4 characters if you bought all 4. So I would definitely I might be interested in buying these. It's not really my speed, but for anybody that's in these 6-inch figures or are looking for alternatives to G.I. Joe, you can't really go wrong. And again, the Monster Force line is huge. I know, Gannon, you've been really into it. There are other options. If you're just tired of G.I. Joe, don't like what they're doing, Big Bad Toy Store is a great company to support. So go to Big Bad Toy Store and get your hands on these figures if you're interested.
Yeah, they fit in really well with that G.I. Joe, Valaverse, like Monster Force, all that stuff fits really well together. So
yeah, it's a lot of fun. Again, I think the figures are really cool. Pennywise, we got Halloween coming, so I just want to highlight this real quick. NECA is doing their I'm sure there's gonna be so many figures coming out from NECA for Halloween. Well, this is their deluxe or ultimate Pennywise action figure. They have a base one, so $42 for a NECA. NECA always nails their sculpt and paints. I'm a huge fan of, like, I don't buy NECA, but I get, because I'm not really a big horror guy.
Yeah.
But man, anybody that's into horror, you guys are eating good. They got Art the Clown coming. You have Pennywise. You have, of course, it's Jason. Like, there's so many cool figures that are coming out or are out already by NECA. It'd be totally worth, if you're a horror person, go after these figures, man. They're so cool. Yeah, they might not be the most highly articulated, but you're not paying for that. You're paying for the sculpt and the paint. The sculpt and the paint are some of the best you're gonna get in this price point for NECA. That's the allure of NECA, that they have these price points. The sculpt and paints are some of the best in this price point, in my opinion. So
couldn't pick a better time of the year either.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, so you like Pennywise, you like Art the Clown from Terrifier. There's so much coming out. I don't want to highlight all of it. I can cover it more in one of the future shows. The meat and potatoes of what I wanted to get into is LPZZ is taking the toy world by storm. Now, I have talked about this in previous shows, but they have announced, or leaks, I don't say leaks, but there's been so many figures that have been announced for LPZZ. They're doing BVS, Batman vs. Superman. They're doing Hush figures. They're doing the Batman with Robert Pattinson. There are so many figures that are coming out from LPZZ. You do not want to miss out. And the prices are right in line with everything you're buying right now. LPZZ is going to help shape the future of our mainstream companies, because they are taking the toy world by storm. Now, this is a prototype, but this is one of those figures that, like, of course, it's not going to show the picture. I literally just had this working. Okay. All right. You know what?
It looks good where it's at right now, though. You don't even got to worry about it.
There's a couple of figures I wanted to highlight specifically from LPZZ that I'm really excited about. So Absolute Batman is a figure that's coming out. I wish I had the picture, but this isn't working. I want to punch it. But anyway, the point I'm making is LPZZ is doing tons of figures that are coming out, and you do not want to miss out on these figures. One that's on pre-order right now on 5K Toys, which is another website we like to frequent and talk about. And actually one of my all-time favorite villains in Batman. Okay, my computer is being dumb. Oh, sure. Great. Thanks, computer. Technical issues. You know, guys, usually I have everything ready to go and things happen. So
hit the refresh button. Hit the refresh button.
Yeah, I tried that. But anyway, so the Batman Who Laughs is getting his LPZZ figure, and
I ordered this.
Yeah,
this is on a must-have list for me.
Yeah, and it's going to be for me as well. I'm sorry, everybody, with this. I'm very frustrated now, but
that's okay.
Anyway, LPZZ is doing their Batman Who Laughs. This is not Batman Who Laughs. I did have him up, but again, the point I'm making is that they're really trying to drive, like, they're just driving the market with these new ideas, new sculpts, accessories in the same price point that we're buying figures now. So,
those are kind of like the SH Figure Arts, right? I mean, they're like in that kind of price range.
Yeah, they're like what 30? What was the? Yeah, you have there. Thank you, Nico.
Yeah, SH Figure Arts ish prices. So, like, I think I paid like 70 or 80 for this, but it's like with the soft
totally
goods, and it you know, it kind of feels like it's competing with Mezco more than it is. You know, and then like you've got what you're talking about with like these guys taking over this, and you got guys like Jada that are coming in like crazy for like, you know, that 25 to 40, the 25 to 45 year old, $45. See, I was talking about anyway. I'm not even gonna go there. 25 to 45 year old. Yeah, goddamn, I just did it again.
Price range. Yeah,
price range is kind of like Jada. You know, is really doing well there. There's some companies that are doing well, and then you've got guys like LPZZ that are doing more like that $40, $60 to $100 range that are just murdering that right now.
And there's just so much that coming in the box. I mean,
it's a new guard.
Yeah, with all of the accessories that are in the box, like that chain is an actual chain. There's tons of hands, alternate portraits. It comes with a really cool base. There's so much packed in the box. So like the Deathstroke that just people are getting their hands on from the Arkham Batman. We have, like I said, there's Batman versus Superman coming out. We have Robert Pattinson's The Batman that's coming out. They're doing Harry Potter figures. They have comic versions of Batman and Superman coming out with their Hush line, so which is a very popular comic. So there's so many figures that are coming out from LPZZ. It's tough to highlight all of them, but they're going to be absolutely excellent figures, and people are raving about Deathstroke and Arkham Batman. And I cannot wait to get my hands on that Batman Who Laughs, because it's one of my all-time favorite characters. And I'm pumped. I'm really taken back by how good LPZZ is.
Yeah, so, that's great.
LPZZ and art, man, they're taking over the game.
Yeah, right on, man. Cool. Well,
how are you guys feeling about LPZZ? I know, Gannon, you're getting your hands on these figures.
Yep, I've got a few of them coming, so I'm excited about that. I missed out on the Batman. But I have a feeling. Another thing I wonder if LPZZ and some of these guys are going to do a little bit better. I think Kay's having some connection issues. I think some of the things that we're going to see LPZZ doing is maybe a few more re-releases and things like that. The companies that size seem to do a little bit better job of like, hey, we sold out of this, so let's make some more. And Art did that with their Batman, because I missed out on that the first go around, and then all of a sudden they were available again, and I was like, cool. So got my hands on that, which was cool. But
sometimes they tried us like guinea pigs. So they put like 2, 3, maybe 4 figures out. They see the analytics of how that figures go, and then go, okay, this go well. Let's try another stuff. And they released a more with more accessories or better sculpting, or like they make try runs. So
yeah,
I think that's how it works.
Yeah, that's done well. So anyway, I think that's going to be the end of the news because that was the end of the news. Good timing on that though. He got through his stories. So anyway, I'm sure Kay will be back with us, but now
he says the internet went out. So
yeah, so that's fine. I now have the distinct pleasure,
speaking about Batman,
yes, of bringing a very, very cool guy in. I don't want to gush about him too much, make him feel embarrassed, but this guy was one of the first people that I took me in the community and was very kind to me. I met him through the Sir Dork channel of people, which is pretty common in this group of friends that we all have. Anyway, stalwart in the community, speaks softly, carries a big stick. I'm going to introduce you guys to RJ Stubbs at Stubbs Toy Box. What's up, Stubbs?
Yo. Hey.
Good to have you on the show finally, man. Been talking about this for a while, dude.
Yeah. Glad to be here.
Hey, man. So
we got the encyclopedia of action figures live on the show.
Yep, the action figure Wikipedia is here, and this guy is. We did a 100 photo show. In case you guys didn't catch it last Friday, which we do once a month. By the way, we're doing a giveaway next month on our 100 photo show. But as we were going through that show, Mr. Stubbs here showed off his wisdom by basically pointing out what every figure that we showed was and where it came from. It's like it was incredible stuff. It was incredible. I don't even know how your brain's that big, dude.
I watch a lot of YouTube.
There you go.
How many teras have your hard drive there? Like 5-6 terabytes of like action figure information.
That's just in his brain. He's got a 100 terabyte drive in his brain, and he's only got about 60 of that filled up. So plenty more of it to go, man. Plenty more of it to go. So, I mean, I'm going to ask the obvious question to you because it's the first question everybody asks. But I mean, what got you into this racket, man? How'd you get into this, and when did you get into it?
Well, mainly what happened was a few years right before the apocalypse hit. Mm-hmm. I had a bunch of surgeries done, and I was laid up in bed, and I needed a hobby to keep me from going crazy. And I discovered toy photography through YouTube, and said, "Hey, I can do this," And I started taking shots, and then when the apocalypse hit is when I kind of, just like everybody else in the world lately, dove right into it. Got the Instagram up, started, talking with people, joining groups and stuff, and took off from there.
Right on. So you started off with your phone, right?
Yeah, I actually still use my phone most of the time.
Really? So you're one of the original photographers.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Man.
I went out and bought I got a Canon T7 about a year and a half back. But I'll set everything up and I'll immediately just reach for my phone. It's just like habit now. And I'd say a good 85% of my shots are still done on my phone.
Interesting. Yeah, it's I like I say, I probably bore everybody to death with this, but it amazes me. I've tried to take some shots with my phone, and it's the opposite for me. I reach for my camera instead of my phone because I'm like, the phone baffles me. I'm like, I can't get in this shit. I want depth of field. I don't know how to get any of this to work on here. So the guys that do it with their phones, it's always impressive to me.
Well, it helps because it has a pro mode. It's got all that you can play with your exposure time, your ISO, manual and focus and everything like that. You know what I mean? So it works, and a lot of times you can get some really cool angles with your phone that you couldn't get with your camera,
That's where I envy the phone shooters at. because like where you can get down low and all those things, like, you know, you've got that big lens that you're trying to shoot with, and you've got like so much space you've got to put between the lens and the figure to draw, you know, some kind of focus. And the guys with the phones just, I mean, crush it all the time. And it's like, I'm sitting here trying to set shit up with this big lens, and it's like, this ain't working, man. So
I mean, the only thing you're stuck is a lot of times, like, you got a fixed aperture. You can't really change your aperture too much, you know?
Yeah. And I do know, like, the more that you, the more you mess around with the aperture and stuff like that, the more you can kind of like introduce like noise and stuff like that, which is
exactly
interesting. But that brings me to my next question for you, being a phone pro like you are. Like, give us like some of the apps that you're using right now that you're editing with.
There's two main ones that I use, is Snapseed and Polish.
Okay.
Both of them. I use Snapseed mostly for like color correction and stuff like that, because that's great app for that, for your, you know, setting tones and your colors and everything. And then Polish mostly because Polish has a pretty cool effects library.
Yeah.
Like mostly I had a lot of smoke in through Polish. Like I need to get one of them fog machines, but you know, you can add like rain and smoke and different things like that, lightning in the background and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool for that. And mostly because I like the font that they have in there for my signature at the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't like Snapseed's text tool, but Polish got a pretty cool text tool.
So like, I appreciate, you know, your knowledge when it comes, because I see a lot of times over in the Discord servers talking about, you know, like somebody will ask, you know, hey, what do you think of this app? And you've always got a good question or a good answer for the question. I use Snapseed for a long time. In fact, I'll still do, like, if I take something with my photo, I'll, you know, pop Snapseed up and kind of edit with it, because it's so much better than like the native apps that are there to do it with. What do you, so young photographers out there, like, and I hope I'm not selling out your freaking DMs right now, but like this guy right here, like, if you guys have any questions about this, I'm sure Stubbs will be happy to answer them. It's the kind of guy he is. If you have questions about what apps, you know, you should use and stuff like that, he's a
absolutely
wealth of knowledge when it comes to that. So cool. Right on. So you're up there in Boston, right?
Yep.
Cool. All right, cool. So who's your I don't know how big of a sports fan you are. Are you a Patriots guy?
Yeah, Pats, the Bruins. I was just watching the Bruins before we jumped on here, but they were winning. I don't know if the game's over yet or not, but probably is.
Well, I was going to say, you're wearing Bruins
I like them
colors.
all. The only thing, I'm not really a basketball guy.
Yeah. So no Celtics for you. I mean, you'll root for them if they're in it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'll root for them, obviously, but I'm not like, I don't rush home to watch the basketball game. You know what I mean? Where like a football game, I'll make sure I'm home on Sunday to watch the Pats. You know?
Socks, man. You guys got my Bregman, dude. You know, so I got the old Astros hat on here. Honestly, we gave Breggy up to you guys this year, so hope you like him. He's a good one. But,
yeah, well, we lost the wild card, so we're done for the season.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, it's our first year in 8 years we didn't make the playoffs, so that was painful. I'm going to tell you, that was painful. Anyway, it must be kind of like what a Patriots fan felt like. You know, that's what it felt.
The last few years have been, oh my God, for the Patriots fans, we're like crying every year now. We used to have a dynasty, now we got junk.
Right on. All right, so let's dive into Stubbs. Let's look at his feet a little bit here. Let's show what he's good at here. I mean, one of the many things.
Yo.
So your
stuff is so good.
Yeah, you're a turtle guy, right?
Oh yeah. Mostly the movie ones and the comic ones. I'm really not into the cartoon ones. I like the cartoon, but I don't know. It's like the figures. I don't want to collect those ones. There's too many of them.
Well, I can't keep up. And then like the ones that I end up really wanting, like, so with the turtles, it's such a vast universe. I never know what I'm looking for until what I'm looking for is already gone. And
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to put you on speed dial for the next time that you see like some turtle stuff that I should be getting. You should let me know.
Okay.
Because like seriously,
figures, the 90s Turtles figures are coming out. NECA's actually re-releasing a bunch of the 90s figures, and it's so good.
Isn't like Messy Toys or like one of those like third party companies about to release a bunch of them too, and they looked pretty big.
Yeah. But they are like 4 inches. They are small.
Oh, okay.
Seems like everybody's making turtles these days, though.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. And so like, and I've got this rule, like if I go and I'm looking at them, if I can't get all 4 of them, I don't buy them because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up with 2 of the 3 or 3 of the 4 and not be able to ever find the 4th.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, well, that was like these ones here, these monster ones. I missed out on Donnie. I don't have Donnie. I have one of the Leos. I have the Raph here. Mm-hmm. I got why am I blanking out? I got Mikey. Yeah, Mikey, Leo, and Don and Raph, but I missed out on Donnie.
Yeah.
I can't find him anywhere. Or if I do, it's like, $4,000 or something.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like you could buy a used Honda for the price that you can buy one of the figs for. Yeah. I know the feeling, man. Every time I look at a Johnny Vaporoni, I'm like, God,
I know.
I'm not going to spend this money. I'm not going to do it. That's where our buddy Andrew over Comic Dads, man. He has all that stuff. I'm like, dude.
Yeah. I'd like to get one of those Vaporoni guys too.
So much stuff you can do with them. But anyway, back to this shot. Stubbs, like seriously, man, I love the difference between the warm light and the cold light there. The temperature difference is awesome, and the background's great. How do you do your backgrounds? Is that a
it's digital. I do a lot of digital backgrounds.
Yeah.
Same. This one here was the photos up on my tablet, and I just set it back a little bit.
Mm-hmm. No, you did a great job of blending the colors. That's the hardest part. Like blending the light and blending the colors when you use a digital background. That takes a real talent to do that.
Yeah, it's tricky. It can be tricky.
And I'm going to ask this on every photo now. This is your phone, right?
Actually, yeah, this was my phone.
Wow. That's crazy good, dude.
Thank you.
That's crazy good. So, what do you guys think, man? You got any words of wisdom here?
Excellent photo. I actually like that you used a little bit of there's like an outline to the figure, but it's not it's subtle, so like it helps separate Raph from the background, because there's a lot of colors from the background and on Raph that are similar. So for you to use a little bit of an outline on him, that it's still subtle, but it separates it enough. I think that was a really good touch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nico, thoughts?
I love it. I'm a turtle guy, so anything that is that got turtles on the picture, it's going to be a win for me. So, yeah. Right. I love the texture on the coat on the picture. I mean, it's hard to get those textures when you're taking pictures from the phone.
Yeah.
It went super.
Looks like black leather. Looks like black leather. That's what it's supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, great job on this one, Stubbs. Wait, what do we got next, man?
More.
Oh, yes.
Ronin. Love this.
Yeah.
So I'm just learning about the Ronin story. Like it just, I never really followed the Turtles, which is maybe just I'm a couple of years, I don't know, too old, too young. I don't know, something. But it just didn't fall for me the way it did. But now I'm in love with them. And so well,
then I recommend reading this comic arc.
Yes, it's incredible. It's actually got a lot of people back into the Turtles just because of it took a really dark turn, and actually they're making a video game based off of this.
There's a movie coming out.
And a movie, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff happening based off of this comic line, and it has gotten a lot of people invested in the Turtles again, because it took this story arc takes it's a very dark journey to get there, and it's a lot of fun it's geared for adults. This is not for kids.
He's the last turtle, right?
It's for the old timer fans that were there in '84 when they started.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And this is the
you're not
original
gonna
writer.
You're not going to get the bright, happy, let's go get a pizza, guys. You know, you're going to get the like, let's go kick some ass and kill some people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
actually, from what I heard, this movie is going to be with aesthetics of the 90s pictures. So it's going to be more realistic than CGI. So
Cool.
please,
Yeah.
please go that way. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they can make it practical like they did in the 90s, I think a lot of us that grew up in the 90s or really have an appreciation for the 90s movies will love that even more. But back to this photo. I like that. See, we just went on a little tangent on the conversation because of how awesome Ronan is, and you did such a good job of the rim lighting on the left side of him, and again, it helps separate him from his background, and it's like you can tell it's like a flashlight that's knocked over in the corner, and he's invaded this space, and he's about to whoop some ass. So great. I love this. Great shot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. Phenomenal as always, man. Phenomenal as always.
Who shot first?
So smart, man. That's what the other thing I love about your photos is there's a sense of humor to them, and like, you know, like what advice would Indiana Jones give a young Han Solo, right? You know? I mean, it's
Have you ever heard about that like theory from that? I don't know, it's Han Solo's dream or Indiana Jones' dream that is the other one. Like Han Solo, the Indiana Jones' dream that it's on the future and he's Han Solo.
Yeah.
It's great. It's crazy theory, and it fits on the storyline. So, man,
which is this an extreme set dio? Is this the restaurant dio?
Yeah, that's the restaurant dio. Yeah,
that is great. I actually have this one in a box, and I haven't. I could tell you all kinds of Hulk smash stories with me and extreme sets dios.
The only thing extreme sets gets me is the stairs. If you buy anything with stairs are always a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife has to come in and rescue me every single time and help me put these together because it's like I get to it and it's like my big Hulk fingers and I'm like, I can't, you know. Exactly. So, but once I get them together, and what I've discovered with them too is, originally I was kind of like, I got to put the whole thing together. I don't do that anymore. I use parts of them. You know, like here's the wall, here's the table, here's the chair. Okay, I've got a part of this, so this is But
that's what's good about it, is because they're modular. You can just move things around and use only a little bit of it here, a little bit of it there.
Yep. Well, what's the painting in the back of the picture in the background? I really like that.
I don't know. It's on the dial.
Oh, is that part of the dial?
Yeah, that's part of the dial. That's why I put the table there.
Okay, that's really cool, man. Smart placement. Yeah, what do you think, Kay?
Yeah, I think it was good. I had a question. Are the wine glasses practical or is...
Yes, the wine glasses, the wine bottle, and the bowl are all little things I bought off Amazon. Because this, I bought it specifically for this diorama, because the diorama comes with that bar section.
Yeah.
And it's got empty shelves behind the bar.
Gotcha.
So I have another shot in my gallery of Lemmy and Cliff Burton having a drink at the bar. Willie Nelson is the bartender, and I put all the bottles on the shelving behind the bar.
That's cool.
So I actually bought all the liquor and the glasses for this diorama.
Yeah. So as a bar guy myself, I've got one of the first things I did when I moved out to the burbs is I took over an area and built out basically it's a what I want to say, it's a consumer level, not a consumer level, professional level, like a real bar. Had some guys come in and build me a bar. And so, I've got the taps and the, shelves and the mirrors and tin ceilings and a bar and all that good stuff. That was one of the things I was like, if I'm going to move to the burbs, I'm going to do something cool. Actually, there's a link to it if you want to see what I'm talking about. It's at the Lanyap Lounge. It's on my my profile page. But I do a lot of I love to build the bars in diorama form. Yeah. So that I love the whole idea behind your characters mixing it up like this, like these guys are doing right now. It's really, really cool. So what do they do after they get done battling the villains. This is what they do.
We'll have a drink.
Yeah, exactly. So cool. Awesome shop, man. Perfect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one reminds me of the Leo DiCaprio scene, like, here it comes, but in Chucky version.
This is another extreme set.
Yeah, those walls look good. I mean, that stuff, like the way you kept the reflection off the cardboard, you know, and it's well done stuff. But you can get some reflection off the cardboard every once in a while. You did a good job writing on this. So
the furniture came from extreme sets, and the diodes from extreme sets.
I know that carpet. I have that carpet.
The carpet I got off Amazon.
Amazon, baby. Yeah, I think it comes in a 2-pack. There's like a couple of carpets. Yeah, there's a blue one and that color right there, and they both look great. So, and they're very inexpensive. I want to say it's like $12 or $13. You know.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad at all.
Yeah, that's a great shot. The lighting on the chair, like the little things that I noticed is just how good the shadows look in the back of the chair, like further back, and then the highlights on it with the rim. I mean, another excellent shot, man.
Thank you.
But, yeah,
I like how his middle finger hand is like highlighted, like it's a little lighter than the rest of the finger to make you look at that. So I'm insulted because he's giving me the finger, but I also respect the fact that he doesn't care.
It is Chucky.
It work.
Exactly. I love it. I'd rather him have his middle finger up than that knife. So
I don't know, man. Who knows what he wants to do with you with that middle finger, but
that's also fair. But I think it'd be less damaging than what he'd do with that knife.
This is the After Dark show, but we're not going to go that dark.
Danger!
Watch what you're gonna say.
That goes past PG-18 there. That's just weird.
Anyway. X-rated.
Yeah, that's good stuff, Stubbs. Yes, this is one of my. I love this one so much, dude. Love this one so much. And tell us about it. What I mean, obviously we get your concept, but tell us about making this shot.
If I remember correctly, I think this one might have been one of Jared's monthly challenges.
Yeah,
it should say in the
Yeah, it says Sirdork Champ.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, when I got Chester, like every other shot was a Chester shot. He is so versatile; you can put him anywhere, and this just made sense. He's diving into a bag of Cheetos.
Yeah, I love all the stuff that people have done with Chester and what they've done with Tony the Tiger.
Yeah,
all of these. I mean, I even have the Count Chocula who got beat down by Bert and Ernie. But one of the things that I really love about this shot is like the simple background that you did. Like this looks like an advertisement for Cheetos, dude.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Like no, seriously. Did you tag them on this? You should have, because
I probably did. Did. Either that or I hashtagged them or something. I don't know.
Yeah. This is excellent. What do you think? Kay?
Yeah, it makes you want to dive headfirst into a bag of Cheetos. And, like you talk about ads, this would be perfect, right? Because it makes me want to go buy a bag of freaking Cheetos now. So, thanks, Stubbs, and I'll have a nice late night snack to dive into after we get done here. Munchies on some Cheetos. I'm craving them now, and I don't have any in my house.
Happy to help.
Cheetos, thanks you, Stubbs.
Yeah, it's an awesome shot. I like that he's looking at us and he's like, "Hey, you should be doing this too." So, it's a lot of fun, and it's a great shot. I think one thing you did really well is that because even your background's really red, the bag of Cheetos and Chester actually don't disappear into your background. You did a good job of lighting them.
The vignette.
The vignette and lighting them to pull them away from the background, because it's very tricky. I think it's very tricky to have figures with similar or same colors as your background and be able to separate the two. You did a really good job here. So great work on that.
And it makes for dynamic work too when you do that. Like when those colors, because the color in the bag, you can see that same color of red in the bag. You can see that that's phenomenal. So great job, man.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. So Stubbs is our GFPF star this week. We do this every single week. We try and bring somebody from the community on. You see the hashtag scrolling down there below. If you're interested in being on here, having your things highlighted, you don't have to come on live. You can come on live, hang out with us if you want to, but you don't have to. Still tag your photo. Like, we'll do something either pre-recorded, or we don't even have to do that either. We'll just highlight your stuff. Let us know if you're interested in being a star. And we'd love to have you on. Anyway, Stubbs, you're going to hang out with us, right, for the rest of the show?
Yeah, I'll be here.
All right, cool.
Stubbs, before you go, what's your hashtag on Instagram?
Yeah, tell us about your stuff on Instagram and where people can follow you.
It's Stubbs.toybox.
Okay.
Stubbs.toybox. And
if you
I take photos of everything. I like to mix it up a bit. I mean, right now I'm kind of stuck with just a few, so you may see some repetitive figures, but yeah,
right down there. Let me find my finger here on the screen. Right down there at the bottom of the screen. Go follow that guy if you're not already. I think everybody in the community that follows you, though. So, yeah,
make sure you go follow him. I just put his name in our chat, so if you need to copy that link or copy the name and put it in your Instagram, it's right there in chat for anybody.
By the way, Stubbs, didn't I just see you cross 3K?
2K.
2K or 2K,
Congrats.
I'm sorry. Yeah, congrats, brother. Congrats. That's doing it the right way, man. Good job.
Just having some fun.
Yeah, man. Just have fun.
That's what it's all about.
All right. That's what it's all about. So let's get into the next segment here. So we're going to come back into the main show here, and let's talk about some things that are going on in the world of nerd history. After Dark, the only show that celebrates the weird and the nerdy and the glorious pixelated moments that made us who we are today. So this week in nerd news, we're taking a little time travel trip. So grab your quarters, your Nuka-Cola, and maybe a spare arrow or two. I'm going to take you guys all the way back to 1992. So that's where we're going to start, when arcades were loud and Mountain Dew was basically currency, and Mortal Kombat dropped like a roundhouse kick to the face, man. You guys remember that Mortal Kombat when it first came out, right? But anyway, this wasn't just a game. It was kind of an awakening. You had blood, guts, and fatalities so violent that they made your grandma clutch her pearls and call your pastor. And believe me, mine did. She was never a big fan of my video games or anything that I liked. Politicians, they freaked out. Parents lost their mind. And meanwhile, every kid in America was yelling, "Get over here!" right in the middle of Pizza Hut. Yeah, that's nostalgia for you right there. 16-bit carnage, birth of the ESRB rating system, because nothing says family fun like ripping out somebody's spine to a techno soundtrack. Anyway, did you guys do any of that Mortal Kombating back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Cool fact. Because of Mortal Kombat, the ESRB was created. It was the Entertainment Software Rating Board. So before Mortal Kombat, you can put anything that you want in a video game and it's going to be free. And after Mortal Kombat, you got like rated by age to play the video game. So yeah.
It took a while for, and I'm sorry, it didn't take a while either, because parents, like, right away, it was like, you were kind of like buying whatever games you want. And then the next time you go to the store and all of a sudden had this weird label on it, and you'd be trying to buy something, and your parents would be like, "Nah, I don't think so." And you'd be like, whoa, Mom, this is cool. And she'd be like, "Nope, says this is for adults."
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyway, I get to Mortal Kombat a lot when I was a child. From the 1, 2, 3, Ultimate 3, 4, 5, blah. Everyone. Big fan.
Yeah. What about UK? Any Mortal Kombat?
Absolutely love Mortal Kombat. I was just showing off one of my figures I got recently. So it's like Mortal Kombat has been a big part of actually why I love fighting games now, video games now. So like Mortal Kombat was huge growing up. I was born in the 90s, so at getting a Super Nintendo or a Nintendo 64 and PlayStation 1 and being able to play these games man, it took over. It took over my life for a long time. Big fan. I still buy the games now.
Well, it turned a lot of us into video game junkies. Stubbs, did you play video games?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I practically lived in the arcade.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. A pocket full of quarters, man. Like, like mom would you couldn't wait to get to the mall. Mom would be like, I need to go shopping. She wants to go to JCPenney's or whatever. And I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. I'll go.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Penny's. I got a pocket full of quarters though. So
yeah, they don't make arcades like that anymore. All the arcades are digital cabinets. You use your card, a card they give you, a physical card. Mm-hmm. Like they got rid of a lot of the coin slots, which sucks because hearing the quarters go down the track is kind of part of the enjoyment of playing the arcade. You're hearing those quarters rattle and the arcade goes off. It's like, yeah, I'm in it.
I love having guys like Stubbs on the show because we're close to the same age. And he's probably going to agree with me on this. Like, I think kids miss out now a lot on some of that visceral, it's cool to sit at home, with a headset on and play games and talk to your buddies. But when you got 12 people standing over your shoulder and you're about to beat the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Just you and a group of friends goes down to the arcade and you all just like my game. And you would take over a game for the afternoon. You know what I mean? And then, like you said, you'd have a crowd of people behind you watching you playing this game. Like this one's got 4 controllers to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you and 3 of your buddies bashing each other in the head. And then you got a group of 50 people behind you cheering you on.
Yeah, trying to get in next. Who's next? I got next. They're stacked quarters.
Everybody putting the quarters down. I'm next.
Yeah.
I'm next.
Yeah.
I'm next.
Yeah, man. And Baskin Robbins was right outside the door, so you could walk across the mall and go to Baskin. So you'd send your buddy over, hey, get some ice cream, man. I'm on fire here. I need some ice cream. But
I can't tell you how many times we got kicked out of Chuck E. Cheese because we weren't with little kids.
You're all teenagers and they're playing games. Love it, man. That is right. Yeah, you guys got to go. This is
He's like, are you here with a party?
With my own party, right? So that's good stuff, man. So anyway, speak on the video game thing. So this week in 1997, Fallout came out. Right. So now the world officially ended with the release of Fallout. So it was a post-apocalyptic RPG goodness where your decisions actually mattered. Do you save the wasteland or do you sell your neighbor for bottle caps? Fallout taught us valuable life lessons. Always loot first, ask questions later. Don't eat anything that's glowing. That's good advice. And yes, the apocalypse still has better radio stations than modern FM. That is nice. And who could forget the smiling little Volt boy? Thumbs up. Yep. Radiation be damned. So yeah. Do we have any Fallout fans in here? What do you guys think of that?
Yep.
I'm kind of partial to it. Is it number 4?
Yeah.
Because that takes place in Boston.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I remember playing the first one a little bit, and it was kind of it was just, I don't know, it was like a simulation. It was the little tiny, 16-bit looking, stuff. I think by then we might have been at 32-bit. Was that a thing? Yeah, I think it was. They just had a couple more bits in there on the characters, but not a lot. You couldn't make faces out or anything like that. So, but yeah.
Really was Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, which actually Fallout New Vegas. So they're doing the show now on Amazon Prime, and they're getting into their second season, and they're doing Fallout New Vegas, which is based off of the game. And actually, there's tons of companies that are making figures now for Fallout New Vegas and the show. And so we have a kind of a Fallout resurgence almost. So it's it's cool that you're highlighting it in our Weekend News Nerd History, because it's very relevant to what's going on with action figure companies doing Fallout figures, which there weren't a lot of companies doing Fallout figures until now. So we're getting a nice variety of figures coming out from companies. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it's really cool. That's really cool. All right, so one more thing to cover in This Week in Nerd News, or nerd history, I should say. 2012 Arrow came out. CW unleashed the Arrow upon us, and suddenly every guy in America was at the gym trying and failing to do a salmon ladder. So anyway, if you don't know what that is, look it up. But Stephen Amell shows up shirtless, growling about the list, and boom, the Arrowverse was born. It was pretty gritty for the WB. It was dramatic, as you'd expect the WB to be. And basically, it was kind of like an emo Batman with arrows.
Yeah. I was just going to say that. I liked the show, but the only thing I didn't like about it is they turned Green Arrow into Batman.
Right, exactly.
It's just bring on Batman.
Right, exactly. But hey, give credit where it's due. Arrow kicked off a superhero TV revolution.
True.
Yeah, without it, we wouldn't have got The Flash. We wouldn't have got Legends of Tomorrow, or 47 different crossover episodes that made us all cry at least once, right? I mean, come on, man. Right. And yeah, I still yell, "You have failed this city!"
Yeah,
at
so
the microwave. Yeah, well, you have failed this city when my Hot Pocket explodes. That's kind of it. So anyway, any Arrow fans out here around here?
100%. I love the show. After season 3, it kind of falls off a little bit, but like this is right in my wheelhouse of things. So when the CW first released it, it's like they did Deathstroke as their first big villain, and you want to talk about a really good live action Deathstroke, because there's not a lot of them. Manu Bennett, who plays him, is freaking fantastic. And Manu Bennett played in Spartacus, which is where I saw him from. Excellent in that too. But like, so this show was incredible when it came to action and like choreography, stunts, and a really good representation of Deathstroke. So awesome show for the first 3 seasons. It does fall off, but there's tons to watch. You can go binge it now. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go back and rewatch this, because I fell off pretty early on in that show because I can't remember what Life came out or Life happened or something, and I kind of like it just didn't make it. I was a Smallville guy and all that stuff, so I need to go back and watch this, because I think
it's a good show.
I think it would be awesome to watch. So
it kind of does fall off a little bit when they start doing the like crossover episodes, but other than that, it's really good.
Yeah, no. Anyway, so let me do a wrap.
I don't know. The Infinity Crisis crossover parts was pretty cool though. I enjoyed those ones.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out. So anyway, all right. So we'll wrap up here. 1992 gave us Fatalities. 1997 gave us Fallout, and 2012 gave us Abs and Arrows. So I mean, there you have it. There's 3 decades, 3 genres, and one undeniable truth: nerds never change. We just keep leveling up. So anyway, I hope you guys here's to that, boys. Here's the nerds never changing.
Cheers.
Salute.
So anyway, don't leave yet. Stick around. We've got some more fun. We're going to get into some critiques here, as a matter of fact. So what we got, Nico? Let's do this.
First one from Schoolboy.
And I'm going to put some shades or some glasses on for this.
You want to pixel peep?
I'm going to look studious is what I'm going to do. No, I can't. The truth of the matter is I can't see the goddamn screen. No. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna let you hit this one, man. Let's each do a critique. Let's do a critique for each photo here. Let's do one of us and Stubbs on every one of these. Let's go. You go. Okay.
So great photo. I like the composition. I think the blur in the foreground with the chest piece is really cool. This is a nitpicky thing, but I'm going to say it. Magneto is really good, like his power is metal. I think the one critique I have is like it's not super clear that the chessboard or the pieces are made of metal. So if I had to make a critique, it's just that alone. But like I like the photo. The photo is great. That would be my one critique, is that either the chessboard or the pieces is not apparent that they're made of metal, which is like very like a core aspect of Magneto's power. Actually,
one comment of that. those kind of chessboard are magnetic on the surface. So the piece may be from plastic, but it has like a little magnet on the bottom, so you can like turn the board down and the pieces won't fall.
I think if they had changed the piece in the front where we can see that magnet, it would relay that message clearly, and then nobody would ask that question. So I think, like, Nico, you make a good point where like maybe the bottom pieces have that magnet, but I think that needs to be visually apparent. That way we don't have to ask that question. So it's a great photo overall. I think it's, Ben just said it took the words right out of my mouth, Ben. Awesome color from Magneto. I like that he pops. I think the chess pieces and the aspect ratio of them, like, it's really cool. And like I said, just the one thing is make it a little more apparent that there's some sort of metal aspect to the photo. But other than that, great photo.
Stubbs, what you think, man?
I like the concept. I think it's very clever. You know, it shows off, you know, the Magneto and his powers.
Yeah.
I agree about the blurry in the front. It gives it the depth of the shot, you know?
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. Yeah.
Magneto's playing chess, not checkers.
That's exactly right.
Right.
Who did this photo?
Rodrigo, schoolboy.
Oh, this is Schoolboy. Okay, yeah. Rod.
Great photo, Rod.
Great job as always, Rod. Great job.
Indeed.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Who we got here? Who did the photo?
Apertoy.
Apertoy. Hey. Always does great work. Nico, tell us what you think, buddy. Right.
What can I say, man? It's awesome. Like I always say, sometimes less is more, and this is one of those cases. It doesn't have like a huge diorama. It don't have huge effect or a huge lining, but it's sharp. You got the right amount of light, the right amount of details. The guy is like jumping from the shadows. You got some smoke on the background. Super well executed the photo. Super for me. I mean, it's
Stubbs, what you got, man?
Well, this is like right up my alley, dark and gruesome. I love it. You know, like, and this figure is awesome. This figure is incredible. I love the figure.
As a pro taking these kind of shots, do you see anything that you would change at all?
No, not really.
Same. We were getting on Nico for this last week. Like Nico picks out some of our critique photos, and it's like, Nico, man, like, this dude takes better pictures than I do. How am I supposed to critique this guy's photos, man? Aperture, man.
Well, I think everybody takes better photos than I do, so I don't know if I'm right for this guy.
I don't know about that stuff, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, man. I like the purple, but then I like the way that the fangs look so red and just gruesome looking. Like that thing is coming to eat you, and there's not shit you can do about it. So, yeah, this is a great shot. Apertoy, thank you very much for putting your photo in for critique. I'd love to tell you to change a bunch of stuff on it, but dude, you kind of drilled it, man. Nicely done, sir. Hey, look at this guy.
Benny.
What's going on, Benny? So here's your shot, Ben. I'll take this one. All right, Ben. I like what you did with the explosion. And I like the way that the sunlight's catching that. You did a really, really good job with that. The only thing that I would change about this photo is that very, very, very front of the photo. At the very, very front of the photo, I'd like that to be a little bit more out of focus, and the back to just be a little bit more out of focus, so that you get that more of a depth of field on it. You want that first clump of dirt there, for instance. Like if that was a little bit blurrier, and then like the plants in the background were a little bit blurrier, and what you got in focus was just the figure and the explosion of the dirt. Like, I think that would be the only critique I would have about it. But hey, I mean, he looks great. That's a great pose, dude. Excellent job. Excellent job. Calling on you again, Stubbs. What you think, man?
I kind of have to agree with you about the blurry in the foreground and the background. But overall, the figure is nice and sharp. I think you did a pretty good job there, and the explosion looks really good.
Yeah.
Maybe if the background was a little darker,
Yeah.
But I know he likes to shoot outside, so it's kind of difficult to make it darker when the sun's beaming down on you.
Yeah, shoot with a little close your aperture down a little bit maybe. But then I think what you get into there is he's trying to get that, that freeze, that the explosion, like every little particle is just well done, well frozen. I think it says at the bottom there, he shot this with a Z50 18 millimeter f14 at 1/1250th of a second. So what I could tell you to do on this one is, because you give me that information, is what would be cool on this one is to take that down, instead of f14, shoot it at f8 and shoot it at 800. 800, 1/800th, like it at f8. And I think that you would see Ben, like you'd get it wouldn't be quite as tight on the freeze, but it would work for like what was in focus and what isn't. So great shot though, Ben. Very good. This is cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna toss this one to Kay because
McFarlane guy.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say I love the use of that Jim Gordon. I like that figure a lot. I've used it in my photos also. I like that you use a cloth jacket on it. I also really like the color choices here. I like the contrast of the green and the red and the orange. I think it helps draw some attention. I can't tell who he's chasing down. Maybe it's just a generic bad guy. My first thought was like Voldemort.
Is it Lex? Is it Lex Luthor?
Yeah, it might be. It probably is.
Yeah,
it would make more sense than Voldemort. So, right. But my brain, it kind of looks like that world. So it's an awesome photo. I think the light beams, the headlights, kind of draws your attention to the photo, and it's done really well. I would be interested to know what that car is. I don't know. I know we saw a car in our last show. I wonder if is that a Bratz car?
I think that's Bratz car.
Yeah, I might have to get my hand on that because I've seen it now in a couple photos, and it's used really well.
Now everyone wants a Bratz car. Everyone gets a Bratz car.
Stubbs, you're supposed to DM us that, man, before you tell everybody else. But no,
yeah, I might have to get my hands on it. No, excellent photo. Like I said, I like the Jim Gordon figure. I like the way it's used here, and I like the cloth jacket that's being used. Awesome photo. Yeah. Good job.
Well, look at the practical effects too that are like that's really cool. That the way that they're lit, and it's a great shot. It's a great shot. Again, like again for me, if I'm critiquing and I'm saying what would I have changed, maybe a little blur in the front of the car. I mean, because it's closer to us, but that's about it, man. So that is a great looking photo. Who did this one again?
This is from Toy Collector.
Toy Collector. Hey, great job,
great
Toy
shot.
Collector. Yeah, yep, absolutely.
Okay, Biko is sending some information. It's the Bratz car, but it says a hell to get, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
Nothing's hard to get if you're willing to pay enough money for it.
Yeah, right.
But it's like, what am I willing to pay for the Bratz car? No, not that much.
Hey, because do you know the actual price if you go to a store and try to get it?
I don't know. What did it sell for?
You probably won't find it in a store.
That's an eBay special right there, right?
Yeah, because even after that last episode with everyone was talking about the car, I looked it up, and I think the cheapest I saw was $40 on like Mercari. Yeah. And then the highest was like 250.
Oh man!
On like eBay or something.
So 250, you're actually getting one for $40 on Mercari. I can tell you all kinds of stories.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, that's the price range I saw them in. So.
It's probably a piece of dog shit in a box that's weighted about the same. And when you get it, you're gonna get your money back, but you still bought a piece of dog shit in a box. But anyway, been there, done that. Oh. Nico,
this is from
come on, man.
This is from Photo 72. I need it. It's Kermit.
I mean, I get it, dude. But like, okay, you critique this one, Nico. Go after it, buddy. Tell me what needs to be fixed. Good luck.
So.
You want me to criticize this?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a critique, man. I mean, this shot is phenomenal, dude.
Yeah. The fact is, I will make something like with more stuff on the foreground because it's like too misty or too like mysterious where they are, what they are doing. Like I can suppose they are training, like when he trains with Yoda in Dagobah, but give me more of that, man.
You're nitpicking, man, because the foreground itself is the road. The road is the foreground. Like where he's standing at is blurred out. The way that line of focus that he's got, which is spectacular, is right where it needs to be. And I know he's just standing on a road. Then that's there's an alcove of trees, a tunnel of trees around that road, and I'm looking down.
We can say yes. We can say there is a wall with those kind of plants over the wall.
Whose photo is this?
Photoid 72.
Photoid 72.
Yeah.
Phenomenal job, dude. I have absolutely no critique for this. Just keep making every photo that you do exactly like this. The lightsaber's a little long. Other than that, and that's like, I don't know, maybe. I mean, cut it off like 2 millimeters. I don't know. It's actually a good looking lightsaber. So,
yep.
I'm just making shit up now to critique your photo. Great job, dude. Absolutely phenomenal.
I wish to know the actual conversation between those two.
Yeah.
He probably tell him, "Current the frog here," and he's like, "Where the fuck Yoda?"
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here.
Yeah, exactly.
So great shot. That wraps up our critiques for the evening. Excellent job. Like we said, I mean, none of us are going to be too hard on your photos. Obviously, Nico never gives us a photo that we can actually critique anyway, because they're all so good. Like I said, you guys take better pictures than I do. So how am I supposed to critique that? But
no, because saying that actually you can get the car for $45 to $70 on eBay.
Is that new or used?
Used.
That's fine. I'll buy it used.
It's
coming out of the box anyway.
Awesome. Thank you for the information.
Yeah. Everybody run out and grab one of those now.
You can get some cool stuff
tomorrow.
You can get cool stuff like used, but in good shape. So, I mean,
yeah, unless it's a Johnny Vaporoni.
Yes, you can always sand it down and paint it too. So
that's the first thing. That's the first thing I'm going to do, Stubbs. I bought a $25 ice cream truck off of Amazon, and it's way out of scale. I mean, like by the time you could take it apart and take the bottom out of it and do everything else, and then you can get a couple figs posted in there. And I turned mine into a taco truck, and I just sanded it down and primered it gray and put some taco stickers on it, and for $25. So if I get my hands on one of these, it's not going to be cherry red. It's going to be like, I don't know, something. Yeah, there it is. There's my shot. There's my taco truck. You can see it's out of scale, but it's kind of fun, right?
It's fun for the photo, though. It fits, yeah.
It fits.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this photo.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Fun. But anyway, hey, thanks for everybody that came and hang out with us tonight. Go follow Stubbs for sure. Don't hesitate on that. We absolutely at Stubbs.toybox on the IGs right there. And like I said, if you guys want to be a part of this, hashtag your photo with GFPF critique. This is only going to get bigger. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep doing this. So you may as well do it because we're going to be around. We're not going anywhere. Please like this video. Please subscribe to our channel. Do all those things if you haven't already. It really does help us out. We're trying to meet a certain metric so that we can do more giveaways, and we get opened up things on YouTube where we could run different trivias and different things. The more followers and stuff we have, and we have no delusions of grandeur. None of us here want anything except for your follows. So that would be fantastic if you guys would do that for us. Make sure that you're following at Go Figure Photo Feature. If you're not already, that's our main thing out there on IG. All of us are very committed and very focused to getting a community together and making sure that everybody is fostering relationships, learning how to take photos better and better, and just asking questions. There are no dumb questions. Ask away. DM any of us guys that are in any of these 4 windows that you see tonight, and everybody here is very helpful. Also, tomorrow, if you're around, and we hope you are, at 7 p.m. Central, that is 8 p.m. Eastern, and look at me, 5 p.m. Pacific, we'll be doing our flagship show, Gfpf Live. Look at that. I'm starting to say this so much I'm getting it down. Come see us tomorrow. That's the flagship show. We've got it nailed down over there. We've got it figured out. You guys, we're getting a good response to that one. And if you don't forget the hashtag GFPF top 10, if you'd like to, have your photo featured on our top 10, which we do every single week on that show. There's a few honorable mentions thrown in there too. So you got a pretty good chance of being on there. And once a month now, we've kind of taken up a guard. We've taken on the mantra of, I'm looking for all the right words to say, but basically we're doing once a month 100 photos. Right now, what we're doing is we're going out, we're picking 100 photos out of the community, and we're trying to do our best to get everybody involved in that show every single week that's a part of our community, and it's posting photos actively on our GFPF community page. Continue doing that. We'll get you on the show. We'll talk about your photo. And as that progresses, as we get down, we might do some challenges out there. We might go a la Sir Dork in the olden days. We might say, hey, this month we're going to do plants or animals or outside or
GFPF Bradgar.
Yeah, Star Wars, or we'll come up with something fun every single month. But anyway, I encourage you guys to tune in and watch that show once a month also. And we're going to pound this into everybody's head until they're tired of hearing it and they show up. We're doing a 24-hour stream on, what is that, December 5th, which is a Friday to a Saturday. 24-hour stream for Toys for Tots charity. We're going to run a GoFundMe for those guys and try and raise a bunch of money for a bunch of kids that need some toys, man. Everybody deserves a toy on Christmas Day. So be a lot of guests on that. We've got some fairly big names already signed up on that, and there'll be more to come as we progress. So tune in, keep watching, hang out, enjoy the hell out of you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And Nico, anything on the way out to say?
Stay tuned for tomorrow. Stay tuned for the next month's 100 GFPF 100. So there's going to be a lot of things coming soon. Maybe we can have a giveaway next month.
That's right. There's going to be a giveaway at that 100 photos.
Yep.
We're going to give something cool away too. It's not going to be. We're not going to be punks. We're going to give something cool away. So tell your friends. Tell your mama. We're giving something cool away. Okay, what's up, dude? What you got?
Yeah, very excited to go over news tomorrow. We're going to be covering New York Comic Con and Walmart Collector Con. It's happening starting tomorrow through the 12th. So this weekend, tons of stuff coming out. A lot of news that's been announced already. So we got a lot of stuff to cover. But yeah, we already said it, but be sure to follow Stubbs. Stubbs, thank you so much for being here on the show. Chat, Thank you for everybody and all your engagement. Vico, thank you for all your comments. You've been really active in the chat. Ben, everybody, I really appreciate you guys all being here. So Stay tuned. GFPF is a freight train coming down the tracks. We have no intentions of stopping anytime soon. We hope you all get on board and enjoy the ride because it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, and speaking of Kay's news tomorrow, there might be some breaking news involved in that because our show is going to be on pretty much real close to when Hasbro is finishing up their panels.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have some. We'll be able to tell you guys all about what we heard on the panels tomorrow. That'll be fun.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's happening. So Stay tuned for that. All you toy nerds and action figure nerds, we got a lot of stuff to go over. So
And last but not least, I'm gonna steal the Hot Ones guy. Stubbs, tell us about what you got going on in your life.
Nothing really. Nothing.
All right.
Nothing special anyway.
Stubbs is taking a lot of cool photos, and he's going to be around in the group a lot. So, like I said, never feel like you can't reach out. Anyway, I got that right, Stubbs?
Yeah. I'm always available for a chat.
There you go. That's my man. All right. Well, until we meet again, good to see everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.